truck or whatever.
Yo. Welcome back to the Tim the Trucker channel. I am your host, Tim the Trucker. And I know you could have been anywhere in the world right now, but you chose to be here with me, and I sincerely appreciate that. Without further ado, let's get to today's topic. And today's topic is 5 cons of being an over-the-road truck driver. Con number 1. First con on the list is being away from home. Now, if you don't like being home and you don't like the people at home, whether that's your neighbors or the people in your house, that ain't so bad. But for a lot of people, they actually like their family, love their family, got a different relationship. Not most people, but a lot of people, being away from home is hard for a lot of people out there, man. This job in particular, it's not just a job, but it's a lifestyle also. Especially if you are over the road. If you are an over the road truck driver, you can expect to be. If you are an over the road truck driver, you can expect to be gone away from home for at least a couple days to a couple months at a time. So that can really, wear on somebody that does have a good relationship with the people at their house. If you have children or a spouse, like time away from your significant other or your kids, that's heavy, man. It is borderline heartbreaking if you care about your kids. Some people out here, no judgment is a little judgment, but for the people that do have a house and a home at that they care about, and people that's living there, there's the sacrifice could be worth it, but it's definitely a con for someone that has a hard time being away from home. People that you care about and care for, especially if you got elderly people at your house or people with special needs and things like that, it can be tough to be away from home and may be a deterrent for you actually becoming a truck driver. Well, you can still be a truck driver. You can find a way to do local stuff in most places. Even to become a local truck driver, they want you to have about 2 years over the road experience. So yeah, that's con number 1. Definitely a hard one for a lot of people. Con number 2. Time spent alone. Ooh. Not only this kind of builds upon con number 1. Con number 2, not only are you away from home or extended periods of time, you're going to be by yourself at minimum 90% of the time. 90 to 95% of the time, you're going to be alone. And I mean alone. Of course, with technology, it's a little easier to be over the road and stay connected with people. You got social media platforms, you got your cell phone where you can talk to people, and not just even talk to people, but you can video chat with people. So that makes it a little better, but still, a lot of your time is going to be spent alone if you are a solo driver. Of course, you can be a team driver where you got a partner, or you could bring someone on the road with you. A lot of companies allow for that. I'm a company driver, so my perspective is going to come from that of a company driver. Definitely, if you are a owner operator, it's your truck. Do what you want. Bring who you want on it. But most drivers are going to be alone, solo driving. 90 to 95% of the time, you're going to spend alone. So if you're someone that has trouble being alone or is not comfortable being by yourself, it may be difficult for you to spend 90 to 95% of your time by yourself. And I got to emphasize that because you will be alone most of the time. Definitely, it's some good that can come over that. You kind of not even kind of you get to learn yourself and who you are, and you have to listen to your thoughts. But if you're someone that must be around people and is a social butterfly and a people person, you it may be a little tough for you to come out here on this road and do this, be away from people 95% of the time by yourself. That's not an easy thing for someone especially someone that's used to being around people in person. This is a serious con, and it could wear on somebody's psyche, man. And that kind of goes into another con also, wearing into someone's psyche. But yeah, con number 2 is the time that you're spending alone. Next on the list is con number 3. Con number 3 is driving for long periods of time. So for those people that don't have a problem driving for long periods of time, it may not be a big deal, but most people can't handle driving for 10, 11 hours a day. That's pretty typical that you're going to drive anywhere from 7 to about 11 hours a day. Of course, you can't drive legally more than 11 hours. That's going to be roughly anywhere from 400 to 600 miles a day for most people. That's average. So just sitting there, holding that wheel, being stationary, moving your legs. If you're in the manual, you're shifting gears. Even if you're playing with the engine brake. So a limited range of motion and flexibility, and you just there stationary, sitting. It can wear on you. When you first start driving, for the new drivers, you're gonna have to build up what's called driver stamina. And that's for real. When you first start driving, you might only be able to drive for maybe 4 or 5 hours at a time. But over about a 2-3 week period, you'll build up enough driver stamina where you can sit and drive 8-9 hours straight, and it won't even register for real. And you just be so used to it. At this point, I've been driving for almost 2 years, and for me, it's like you see the road, but it's kind of you just reacting. You see so many scenarios, but that could be a serious con for some people that they just can't sit still in one spot for long periods of time and may get bored with driving, and that can also become a hazard and danger to other people because maybe you're falling asleep or falling asleep. Not funny, but kind of funny, being stupid. Falling asleep. You got people that end up getting bored and they start drifting off, daydreaming, and don't see the road, or they find ways to distract themselves, trying to keep themselves entertained. So they swiping on the phone or they playing with the radio. But yeah, con number 3, driving for long periods of time. On to the next one. Con number 4, health issues. There is no secret, if you know anyone or have seen anyone, or the presumed stereotypical image of who a trucker or what a trucker is usually a fat guy with a plaid shirt on, trucker hat, chewing tobacco, extremely overweight and unhealthy, hairy, smelly guy. But that's not, of course, you can see this handsome young man in front of you. That's not always the case. But there are a good portion of truck drivers that do have underlying health issues. And that's something that's very serious out here on the road. And I recommend, before you do get on the road, to kind of get yourself as healthy as possible. Try to create healthy eating practices. Try to eat as clean as you can. Implement more water into your diet, because once you get on this road, you're not going to be able to get access to the greatest quality of food. I'm gonna make a video giving tips on how to manage that and eat as healthy as possible. Definitely try to get you a fridge if your company allows. Get your crock pot. Get you one of those ovens. I don't mess with microwaves, but definitely that's very, very, very useful to have on your truck to cut down on, eating a lot of that fast food that's really not even food. It's just junk food, and it's no better than chips and candy and stuff. But yeah, that's one reason for the health issues, that you just can't find clean, healthy food on the road. You can, but it's not going to be typical. I recommend going to the grocery store, getting a fridge or getting a cooler, loading up in that thing, and eat like that, man. But that's a big reason for the health concerns. Also, this piggybacks off of one of the other cons, because you're just sitting in that seat stationary 7 to 11 hours a day. You can develop different health issues because of the lack of mobility and using of your limbs. That a lot of truck drivers have back issues and lumbar support. I recommend stretching when you can. So once you do, getting fuel or whatever, do some squats and stretch your legs out. Do a little brisk jog up and down against the trailer, man. Do some jumping jacks. Like, take that opportunity to limber up your body, just get that blood flowing throughout your limbs and all of your phalanges and up to your brain, man. Also, help, which I think is probably one of the biggest, if not the most important con of being an over-the-road truck driver. Exercise. You typically, where there's a will, there's a way. So you can find ways to exercise. You can find ways to exercise in the truck. I got me some. Let's see, I got it right here for you. You know what I'm saying? Got me some dumbbells right there, and a couple other little weights, and I ain't about to go digging, but I got some little stretch bands, man, to just get a little resistance training going on, break a little sweat, get your cardio up, man. I recommend getting a gym membership to Planet Fitness, because Planet Fitness is pretty much everywhere. But if you're in a region that got a specific gym that you can get to on I won't say a regular basis, but you can get to whenever you can, I recommend getting a gym membership and utilizing it to exercise when you can. I got me a basketball. I almost cussed on that thing. If you can, get the ball, shoot a little ball, run around, man, get your little exercise. Some people got bicycles. They connect to the back of the truck, the trailer, whatever, man. What's the word I'm looking for? They hitch it up somehow, and that they kind of get their exercise like that whenever they they doing their 34-hour rest break, or they on a 10-hour break daily. They find some sort of way. You see a lot of truck drivers, they get beside the truck, do their jumping jacks, do their push-ups when they shutting down for the day. But find ways to exercise while you're on here, man. And I also recommend, before you get on this truck, create exercise habits. Try to develop some exercise habits before you even start. I say try to lose some weight before you get on here, because most drivers gain about 15 to 30 pounds on average within the first 2 years of driving. So be on top of that coming into it, knowing that that's an issue in the industry of trucking, specifically for for over-the-road truck drivers. And another thing with health is the mental and the psychological issues that you can develop. A lot of truck drivers, because you are alone, you are solo for 90 to 95% of the time, you can develop different psychological issues. So it's best to find ways to keep your brain, keep the wheels in the clock turning, keep the gears rotating and moving. I recommend reading books. I recommend finding different things to get into, like hobbies to educate yourself while you are driving, stuff that's gonna make your brain think. Try to remain in contact with people back home, as far as like talking to them on the phone, contacting them on social media platforms, and also video chat is great because you can see somebody. You may not be able to physically be there with them, but you can see them, you can talk to them, and that's a little better than being completely isolated all the time, 90 to 95% of the time by yourself. Mental issues, like coming on this road, whatever mental issues that you may have, mental health issues that you had prior to getting here. Oh, excuse me. I'm flinging shit out my mind. Any issues that you did have or do have, once you get on this road and you get by yourself, it can quickly be exacerbated, especially over time, if it's not dealt with. So I recommend seeking that help prior to becoming a truck driver, specifically over the road when you by yourself. Because when you by yourself and all you got is your thoughts, it can a small drip can turn into a flood that you're drowning in. So if you need to talk to somebody prior to getting on this truck, I recommend that. There's a lot of people that you can reach out to as far as what they call it, crisis type lines. Man, I recommend looking into that and really getting yourself together. The prevention is better than the cure. So if you can prevent yourself from going down there or putting yourself in a position that's going to exacerbate your issues, do that. Let's see. Now let's go to the next con. Con number 5. Con number 5 is hygiene. That ties into health also, but I decided to kind of separate it and make it its own thing, because I know a lot of people have questions and uncertainties about that. Con number 5 of being an over the road truck driver is hygiene. And beyond just smell, I'm talking hygiene as far as being able to, I got dreads, so being able to take care of your hair. You may not always be able to wash your hair as regularly as you would like, especially if, let's say, it's cold, so you may not want to leave the rest area or gym or wherever you shower at and walk back to the truck, if it happens to be cold outside, or there may be some type of issues where you just don't have the ability to do so. Showers, typically if you're usually going to be able to shower at the rest area, they are fairly nice, at least the pilots. And what's my other guy? Love's truck stop and the Pilot travel state stop or whatever. They have pretty decent restrooms and showers and things like that. So you're not in some disgusting facility. They do pretty well. So my hat's off to them. But for people that's not used to You know, maybe you are used to your own shower. That may be something that's off-putting, but it's not too bad, man. But it's definitely a con because, yeah, those showers are available, but you may not always be able to have access to those showers. That's why I recommend getting that gym membership, because you can also take a shower at the gym also, you know, just in case you can't get into a truck stop. Because if you don't get there before about 8 o'clock, you're not going to be able to park. You're not going to be able to be at the truck stop overnight if you don't get there before about 8. 9 is pushing it. If I can't find a spot at a truck stop by 8 o'clock, I already know it's about to be packed. I already know people gonna be lined out on the exit, and I don't play that mess. I ain't about to park in no exit. If I can't find a truck stop or rest area, I'm looking for. You know, I can't tell you my secrets, man, because y'all might blow up my spot, make it bad. You know, it always somebody always come messing it up, and you know, doing some foolish crap and mess it up for everybody. So I ain't gonna tell you my spots. Maybe if you hit me on IG, Tim the Trucker, Instagram, send me a message. I'll probably shoot you some game about, you know, some spots you could hit, man, if you can't get to the rest area or to the truck stop. But yeah, with hygiene, you may not always be able to have access to these showers. Definitely, if you got like a soap and some water and cloth, you can make it manageable, but you may not always get to take a shower every day or every night or whatever. So it may be anywhere from 2 to 3 days. Sometimes it may even be a week, you know, depending on how your schedule lines up, where you're just not able to shower as regularly as you do at home or whatever your current situation is. I know that's hard for a lot of people because, you know, people may want to be clean. You may want to be clean or used to being clean, and you don't have that ability out here on the road. You know, you just got to do what you can. With that comes, of course, you sitting here, you're feeling yucky, you don't smell the best. But at least you can brush your teeth. You can't brush your teeth. You can brush your teeth and all that. Like I say, you can wipe off and make it manageable. Also, depending on what sector of the trucking industry you're in, it may not be necessary to take a shower every day. If you are strictly a driver where all you're doing is holding the wheel, get out and open or close the back doors, that's all you do, then you can go a day or two without, you know, and be fine. But if you're doing something where you may have to get on the back of the truck and help unload, or you're a flatbed driver like me where you got to get out and tarp and strap and chain and all that, or you're a tanker and you gotta mess with those hoses and pipes and connect stuff, you know, whatever the case may be, car haulers got to get out. You may get a little more sweaty, and there may be a little more urge to take a shower, but you know, that's on you to manage. But it can definitely be an issue, but it is manageable, and it's something that you're gonna have to learn to deal with. I know female truckers, there's some other nuances to, you know, females and their hygiene and things that they have to do, that I'm gonna make a video specifically for female drivers or people that are potentially thinking about becoming drivers. So that's to come. By the time I drop this video it might be out. But yeah, hygiene is the fifth con, sometimes because of just the randomness of truck driving and being over the road. You may just not have the ability to keep yourself as clean as you want to, but you can definitely manage manage it, because where there's a will, there is a way. So if you willing to do what you need to do and plan and get it together, you can be okay and be fine and be comfortable. Because a comfortable alert driver that is not filled with anxiety is a safe driver. You got to make sure you are on this road. So until next time, y'all. Well, before I go, 5 cons of being an over-the-road truck driver. 1, you're going to be away from home. 2, you're going to spend time spent alone. 90 to 95% of your time is going to be spent alone. 3, driving long periods of time. 4 is health. And number 5 is hygiene. Listen, if you enjoy this video, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell for the notifications. You can follow me at Timthetruckerucker on IG, and if you want to get in contact with me, shoot me a DM on Instagram, man. I'm open. I'm gonna respond as soon as I can. I'm a busy man. I'm out here getting this money, so I might not be able to get to you exactly when you hit me, but I'm gonna do. Excuse me. I'm gonna do my best to get to you. Also, if you're interested in becoming a flatbed driver, driving with Jordan carriers, hit me in the DM. We're going to chit-chat it up and put you on game. Until next time, y'all.